Hi guys, Crowlister here with another Namco arcade long play. I am letting one of my personal favorites have the honor of being the first game by Namco Arcade that'll be played on my Switch for this channel instead of RetroGames.cc. Ordyne is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game Namco made in 1988. The original arcade cabinet was a Japan-only release, and its only compilation that it was featured in was Namco Museum Volume 4 on the PlayStation. And then it would later come to Arcade Archives on Switch and PlayStation 4. I think the port of this game on PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16 might have been sold outside of Japan. So, the game's protagonist is a scientist named Dr. Yuichiro Tomari. He invents this atomic energy device of some sort called the Ordyne, which, along with his fiancée Kana Ibara, gets stolen by the mastermind Kubota. And then Tomari and his assistant Chin go on a rescue mission to save Kana and Ordyne from Kubota's clutches. In Namco Museum Volume 4, and presumably the original arcade cabinet, the secondary character's name was Felix. They changed it to Chin in Arcade Archives, likely because it was a girl with a boy's name, which is controversial. Alright, so in solo play, you play as Tomari. In co-op, the assistant is the secondary player. Your ship has a buster for taking on enemies in front of you, and bombs for dropping onto enemies diagonally downward toward you. Note how the hamburgers and the turtles give you crystals. These are currency that you save for later. They will only give you their crystals if you destroy all of them in the formation. There are 7 stages in the game in total, and the earlier stages are actually really easy. Each stage has this Sky Inn, where this merchant named Yuki-chan will sell you one of 3 different items. Like the afterburner that I just bought to take on the airship with ease. You can buy various weapons from Miyuki-chan's inn to turn the situation into your favor. However, it's like Fantasy Zone. The items are only temporary. You have a little bit to go before the buster weapons expire, and the bomb weapons have a total of 5 uses. You also lose them if you lose a stock. Some stages have this robot named Dream Company Limited, where you can try your hand at a prize winning to get weapons. Sammy just so happens to be another afterburner, so I get to refill. If you say no to if you're gonna use the weapon now, you will be armed with the weapon after you lose a stock and respawn. It can make for a good comeback method. This game uses an instantaneous respawning for losing a stock. If you take a hit, another ship will spontaneously reassemble onto Tomari, and you'll keep going until you lose your last stock. You also have the option to continue on another credit, and stages 1 to 5 also have a checkpoint where you can continue from there after you use your continue. Stages 6 and 7 have no checkpoints, just to make the game seem tricky as you progress that far, of course. This stage is also easy. I rarely have problems here. Not even with the spinning wheel scenes. The speed up increases your directional movement speed, kind of like the speed up upgrade does in the Gradius series by Konami. If you lose a stock, you will not lose your speed up, which is pretty forgiving of the game. Catch the turtle as it falls for some bonus points. We're gonna use this combo power-up so I'm not slow underwater here. Run underneath these mines and then quickly back away to dodge them. I'm gonna get another afterburner for the boss. By the way, did you notice that castle in the background? That's a nice touch. Hard to believe I got another afterburner while I already had an afterburner. And I didn't even do that on purpose. This stage is where the game starts to get tricky. I struggled a little bit here against the round forts and the spinning obstacles that you're gonna see. Alright, I got the stock bomber. That's gonna be really useful in the next stage. This Pac-Man cannon is called the stock bomber. It absorbs enemy bullets and allows you to unleash a powerful blast after you absorb them. Without an auto-fire key, this weapon is pretty weak on its own. Though it does help to protect you and to make counterattacks against non-boss enemies. I have few problems with the hover ship because I memorized its movement pattern. See how I unleashed a more powerful blast after absorbing the tank's bullets? That's what the stock bomber is supposed to be used for. Homing missiles, not bad at all. You can cover a bigger range with the stock bomber attack if you wait for the force field to change color from blue to yellow to red. If too much is absorbed after hitting red, it'll go to waste. And unlike the other buster weapons, the stock bomber is not temporary. You only lose it after you hit a solid object or a projectile. Or if you buy a different weapon later. Shoot these to get some extra crystals. Stage 6 is a boss rush. You re-battle most of the bosses once again. It's not often you get more than 1,000 points for catching the turtle. You can make short work of the hot top and the hover ship with the fireball. Other bosses are immune to them. I'm gonna get this because I need that for Mr. Roboto. If you're not prepared, that boss can be pretty hard. Alright, one more. You have to be careful about shooting the turrets here, because if a bullet or bomb hits the blue or red switches, you can speed up this tunnel or reverse its direction. These K for Kubota blocks have mines on their own, so dodging them can be pretty difficult in some playthroughs. Goodbye and good riddance. After you destroy Kubota, your remaining lives and crystals are converted into extra points. And then Tomari and Chin / Felix save Kana, and they turn the fortress into some kind of bonsai tree. In Arcade Archives, they removed the emulation glitch where the bonsai tree splits into 4 at the end of the game, like it happens in most emulators. Even in the quote English version of this game, the credits are still in Japanese, being that this arcade game was a Japan only release. Just for the record, though, the names of all the characters in the game are and then we have credits. I have no idea what these are saying. I'm not somebody that knows Japanese. I actually like this game a lot. It's actually one of my more favorite games by Namco to play. Definitely for replay value. Namco Museum Volume 4 doesn't really get a lot of attention because all of the games that are in that compilation are ones people hardly even know, definitely outside of Japan. I'm also a huge fan of the Genji and the Heike clans, and I'm trying to get good at Pac-Land and Assault. The Return of Ishtar is too complicated, even for me. So, you know. So yeah, there's Ordyne. Probably my favorite of the more obscure Namco games, and I enjoy playing this game a lot. I'm really glad that I know about this game now, because I didn't know about this game until a couple of years ago, where I finally watched videos of the Namco museums on the PlayStation on YouTube. Right, so that was Ordyne. I have a lot more arcade games by Namco coming up, so stay tuned for those if you like Namco. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!